Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am redesigning this set, and I don't show filing in this, that and the other because it's boring, but one thing I did just want to show you is when you're doing your own nails, right, what we all have a tendency to do is do this, right, and we file up and down like this. Now I don't know about anybody else, but this really hurts my thumb. I'll move the camera out a bit. You know, I find that it really gets me there trying to hold that finger like that. So what I actually do, and like I say, I've just spotted the fact that I actually do it slightly different. I actually do like a pinchy finger instead. So I'm not bending my thumb like round like that or trying to hold it like that. I actually do a pinchy finger, and I was just doing this finger. And what I do is instead of doing up and down like that, I actually file like this. So obviously I'm making sure I want to file down some of this apex as well. It needs to go back in the right place. So by doing this, not only am I getting the angle right, so basically both my hands can work together. There's no strain on my thumb. See, it's not bent in some weird position. It's just slightly under where this one is, because obviously we don't want to file that finger underneath. Okay. And then you can also see your angles because you're looking down at the way you're filing. Right, to be able to take off that apex. Yeah, move my other finger out of the way. Yeah, and you file like this. And by doing that, I'm not putting the strain, and it makes it a lot easier. So yeah, all I'm doing to remove this design, I'm just using, this is the 100 grit side. I do not use a 100 near my cuticles. I will swap to the 180. These are new files that have just come in that I was giving a test. I'm not particularly that impressed with them. They're not awful, but I don't know, I think you just get used to a particular type that you like. So I will go back to my other ones and use these for my practice hand as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that technique. And then, like I say, we'll flick to the 180 side. And at that point, I do tend to do the weird finger movement, but I tend to whack my thumb underneath like that. To do those bits, rather than have it like that, which I just find puts a lot of strain. There. Anywho, right, I'm going to get the rest of these filed off, and then we are going to move on to the next part. I'm just going to infill this little bit of growth. You see, there's not a lot going on there, but I've just done this set, this hand infilled. So, and as you remember, there was more growth on that hand than there was on this hand because I did them a few days apart. So yeah, I'm going to infill them up, and then we're going to come on to the design. We're going to be doing lots of hand painting today, and I'm going to show you a little cheat way to make it look like you've been doing colour blocking. So stick with me, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I have obviously infilled all of these nails. Very boring, we don't need to watch that. And I have sped all of this video up because it does take some time, and as much as you'll love me talking to you, I don't think you want, 45 minutes to an hour of listening to me. I am using, this is Mirror Mirror from Glitterstella, and it's a multi-cut glitter, so it's got some big bits, some smaller bits, and I'm just pulling out the smaller bits, and I'm making a line down this nail. So what I've done, I've got some base coat. I've just put a blob next to my pot of glitter. I've poured out some of the glitter into a little dish so I can pull out the little bits that I want. And I'm literally just dipping my brush into the base coat and dipping it into the glitter. I found that not necessarily to be the best way. So what I did instead was do a line of the base coat on my nail and then pick up the glitter and pop that in. And I found that worked a lot better. Okay. There we go. We're just going to do that all the way down. And then what I will do, I will cure that in the lamp to keep those where we want them to be. Okay, now I'm going to come in with some fancy pants striping tape. I got this striping tape from AliExpress. It was a bulk of about 5 different colours. I found this one really difficult to work with. It just kept snapping. I'm not entirely sure why, because I haven't had any problems before. But this one just didn't quite want to play a ball for me. And then I'm coming in with some of this Azure, it's called satin gel, and it's a spider gel, but you can paint with it as well. I love this stuff. I think I've probably said this every time I've used this, that I really love this stuff. And then I'm literally just going to make a line down this now. Now, trying to do hand painting on myself is a hell of a lot more difficult than trying to do it on a tip. But, you know, I thought I'd give it a go. See what happens, you know. And then I will cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds. And whilst that's curing, I'm just trying to clean my brush off. Not very well. There we go, much better. Then I'm going to come in with some of the Nailchemy gel paint in white. So I've just decanted some out of the squirty pot that they give us. Pop that into a separate container so it's just easier to work with and there's no wastage. Yay! And there we go. That is the little finger done. Oh, I love that little finger. Now, this one, this is where this went wrong. So I decided I was going to use some of the gel paint to do the colour blocking. And I should have swapped to just some white gel polish, which is what I'm going to do for the middle finger. This really didn't give the coverage or the effect that I wanted. I don't know, it just wasn't quite the same as if I'd used a gel polish. I also make a fantastic mess with it. Yeah, so I would definitely say, for me personally, I would swap. If I do it again, I will just use the gel gel polish, not the gel paint. I'm just trying to clean that up now. But I really did make messes. It was not good. And I do a couple more coats on that just to improve the colour. And now I'm going to paint the next part. So you see what I see about colour blocking. So it looks like I've colour blocked this nail. But I haven't. I has been sneaky. It does take about 3 coats actually on this purple to get the colour that I want, but you know, that's fine. Build it up in thin layers because you don't want it to bubble, because then that'll just ruin it. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some striping tape on those. The other thing I didn't like about this nail was I should have just put a couple of crystals on, and I didn't. I put a couple of a bit of the glitter, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just think, do you know what, if I just put a couple of crystals on this, that would have looked so much blingier, you know. It just would have finished it better, I think. I know I'm being a little bit picky here, but this was the nail, I think, out of all of them, I was like, I like the idea, I like the effect, I just want to do it a little bit differently next time. But that's the whole point of it, isn't it? Is you try something and see how it works. So here we go. I've swapped now to my Nail Nails white polish. Nail Nails, the Urban Graffiti is very pigmented. You need to build this up in thin coats or it will bubble on you. The black is particularly bad for that. Well, it's not bad, but you know, it's great coverage, but you need to be aware, you know, look at that, thin layers. I will put about 3 layers on, again, because I just want to build it up. And what I'm doing now is I'm just using my old brush with a little bit of gel residue on just to neaten up that line. So there you go. I've done all the coats. They've been cured in the lamp, and now I'm going to come along with some base coat again. And I'm going to pop some of that across that line, and then we're going to add some glitter. Because you can never have too much glitter, ever, in the whole world. There's no such thing. More glitter, more glitter. I think it's like it was an easy. I say easy. It's time consuming, but it was my fear of doing it, of giving it a try, that was more of a problem than actually just doing it, if that makes sense. So, you know, you look at this and go, oh, no, I can't do that. You know, if you're a beginner, you go, no, that's too complicated. It really isn't. And hopefully by seeing me break it down into each bit, you'll see what I mean. It is doable. It was my fear, like I say, that you know, lack of confidence. It's not a fear, but yeah, lack of confidence was the problem, not me actually being able to achieve it. Because actually, I think I've done a pretty good job. I was really chuffed with this set. I do now have two hands with different designs on it, but that hand is coming in a few days, I think. So you get to see my other hand of what we're going to do with that one, because my lovely Alex is going to help me with that one. Okay, so I'm going to cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds because I'm using base coat, and then I'm going to come in with some more striping tape, and I'm just going to pop 2 bits, one either side of that glitter. And you see what I mean? This stuff just didn't want to stick. It really, it's the first time I've ever had a problem with this type of striping tape. And I've used some of the other ones out of that batch, and I haven't had that problem, not that I'm aware of. I may have to test some of them and see if it's just that batch, maybe. I don't know, but I was getting quite irritated with it. Oh no, I only put 1 piece on, because then for the other part, I'm going to come in and I'm going to draw. See what I mean? That's it. Just stick thumb there and hold it down. I'm really annoyed with that. Yeah, so now I'm just going to paint that in, and I'm sorry that it kind of, the camera focuses on the wrong thing. Sometimes it does get there and sometimes it doesn't. And I also go out of shot a little bit, so I'm sorry. I just try my best to remember where I am. The problem is I kind of get a bit engrossed as well, of just going, oh, I'm so fixated on what I'm doing, I completely forget that I'm actually recording anything. And it's only when I actually look up that I'm like, ooh. And then I just decided I was going to add a couple more, because I just felt there was just too much white going on down the bottom. So I'm just going to add a couple of extra bits just on to there. Now, I don't think I show you the thumb in this, but basically with the thumb, all I've done is I just put some base coat on. I've put a bit of glitter, just done a bit of a glitter fade on it, and then done a couple of top coat. So nothing exciting. For this nail, I am doing a cuff, but I'm going all the way down the sides. I really liked this one. So this is an ombre nail anyway, so it's one of the French ombre nails. So I wanted to still be able to see the French ombre. Same as with the pinky finger, I don't want to cover it up. And I've tried to accentuate it. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do a cuff. And then I thought, you know what? Let's take this all the way down. Let's make this an extended cuff. I'm not sure if that's an actual thing, but I'm making it a thing. And all I'm using again is just a wet gel. I'm using an old brush with a bit of gel residue solution on it just to clean up before I then cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds. And now I'm coming back in with the white gel paint from Nailchemy. Oh, I was doing so well, and now I've just gone. Yeah. I know. Look at me. I'm doing rounded things now, not just straight lines. I know. I'm improving. It goes a little bit wrong here and I completely muck this side up. So I'm just going to come in with some gel residue and just wipe it off. There you go. And then just carry on. Simple. It's great because, of course, it doesn't dry. So you've got as much time as you like to play with this. So, yeah. It's quite chuffed with that. And yeah, I wanted all the nails to be different so that you know, try lots of different things. So then I'm just going to come along and I'm now going to top coat these. And then that's the end of this design. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's inspired anybody that's going, oh no, I can't do hand painting. I really hope you're seeing the fact I am a beginner at this and just give it a go. If it goes wrong, just wipe it off. You know, go on, give it a try. And there you go. We're all done. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.